Joe, it's for you.
Right. Got your passports?
Yes. It's Lynn Whiteley.
Ta. Got your airline tickets?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mark's looking at them now. You have to be at the airport 2 hours before your flight, you know. There's plenty of time, love.
We have travelled a little before, you know.
Not with this outfit, though, I'll bet. Ring and Prayer Airlines. Check your policies before climbing the rope ladder to get on board.
Don't talk like that when they're about to leave for the airport.
Was I joking?
It's not very funny. And that's Lynn Whiteley on the phone asking when can she have her vacuum cleaner back.
What's she fussing about?
Because it's hers and she wants it returned, that's what.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, not that vacuum cleaner again.
Well, why can't you take it? She's your friend.
Because I didn't promise to return it. Take it back now.
I'm taking Annie and Leonard to the airport.
I'll do that. Just do as you promised, OK?
Joe, don't spoil it
It's
all.
OK, Sarah. He's right. I should have taken it back.
I'll take them to the airport.
No, you're seeing the contractors at Skipdale Bridge to make sure there's access to get the tractor back. Tried myself today, but the foreman weren't there. And I had to make a detour because of the waterworks.
You're doing some organising today, aren't you, Joe?
Hey, you two. I want to go away leaving a happy family. I don't want to be in Spain thinking of you all squabbling.
All right, Joe, I'll go and sort the access out. You two, have a wonderful holiday.
Yes, we will. Thank you, love.
Have a good flight and all that.
Well, it's not flying I worry about. It's crashing.
Oh, don't be so silly. We'll be all right. And in a few hours, we'll be in sunny Spain.
It'll be dark when we get there.
You know what I mean. Oh, by the way, the policies are in that cupboard over there, just in case. And I think we've just time for a nice cup of Yorkshire tea before we go. Kettle, Joe?
Josh, hi, it's me. No. Yes, I've had lots of second and third and fourth thoughts. I can't help wondering if this is the right thing to do. I love you.
Hi. Where are you going?
Archie's asked me to babysit Alice. He and Nick are going out.
I've just had an interesting conversation with the police.
And?
The detective I spoke to remembered his father had a similar problem with his mother years ago. Women's troubles. We put it down to your hormonal imbalance, a change of life and all that. He was very understanding under the circumstances. I've convinced him that you fabricated the whole story about me planting the typewriter.
Do you really think that's an end to it? I am going to make you suffer for this.
Oh. Really?
Remember the stolen Roman bracelet, or have you forgotten already?
Yes, well, you were involved in that as much as I am.
Exactly. I know everything about it. Bank statements, the lot.
So we'll be in court together, won't we?
After what you tried to do to Michael, it'll be worth it. I want you to get what you deserve. And hopefully that's a jail sentence. Don't underestimate how I feel about you.
Oh, hi.
Hi. God, I wish they'd finished that waterman. It took me an extra hour to get home tonight.
Really?
Yeah, I could do with being based over there somewhere.
Really?
You've being very furtive tonight. What are you up to?
Nothing.
It doesn't look like nothing to me. You didn't buy lingerie for Ruth after all, did you?
No. Where are you going to?
It's prostate night at the Woolpack.
Who could resist that?
Probably a lot of people. I said I'd meet Chris there.
I thought Chris was going over to Skipdale to see a friend.
He is, and he's picking up Kathy and meeting me at the pub. Why don't you join us?
Yeah, I might do that. I just want to do a couple of things first.
Good. I look forward to seeing you later.
Right.
I don't want to rush you, Ma, but if you want to have a wander through the duty-free and that...
Oh, come on, Lendon. There'll be no peace till we're on our way.
You take the bags back.
Yeah, I'll take it back later.
It's always later with you, isn't it? Never now. If it'll do tomorrow, that's when it'll happen.
Leave me alone. Just because you've had an argument with Rachel, you're taking it all out on me.
Just take it back now, will you?
Have a good time, Gran.
Bye, love.
See you
Thank
later.
Bye-bye.
You shouldn't keep getting at the lad, Joe.
I only do it when necessary. Well, come on, let's get cracking.
I'll drive them, Joe, if you've got things to do.
No, I'll do it. I mean, I can't do anything till Jack sorts out the access for the tractor, can I? Hey, come on. It's supposed to be a happy time. You're going on your holidays.
Well, promise me that you and Mark will be the best of friends next time I see you together again.
I promise you that when he gets back, I'll say thank you for going and everything will be fine, OK?
Right.
Fast asleep before I finish reading the story.
She'll still be wiped out from Christmas. Yeah. You ready for the off when Elizabeth arrives?
Archie, I wish you told me you were asking her.
Yeah. You'd have just said not to, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Look, I am fighting for custody of Alice. Elizabeth is part of the enemy.
No worries about custody, not with your track record. Anyway, we've promised our support in his hour of prostate need.
Hello.
Right.
Oh, what's Smelky doing here?
We're looking after him for Seth. Right, now, Alice is upstairs, fast asleep, and we're only going down to the Woolpack to support the fundraising.
Oh, I hope Seth gets a good turnout. It's very quiet out there. I hardly saw a soul as I walked over here.
Yeah, well, it's a lull between Christmas and the New Year, isn't it? God only knows why he's picked tonight to do the fundraising.
Well, I do. Pub would be dead otherwise. He's not daft in turn.
I thought he was doing it for Seth's good health. Right, come on.
Right, so I'm in for a peaceful evening then.
Guaranteed.
Don't worry what time you get back in. I'm not bothered about going home.
See you later.
Sit down.
I thought you'd have been charging admission tonight, surely.
How can we charge admission? It's a pub.
Lots of pubs charge admission at Christmas time. I think it's outrageous, Miss Enlight, but seeing as tonight's a bit special...
And the money being raised is for you. Cheers.
For my operation, surely. You don't want to give people the wrong impression.
Quite right, sir. Oh, hey, you look terrific. Oh.
No, you are?
It's Shirley, Mr. Turner.
Yes, I know it's Shirley, Seth, but what are you meant to be?
Nell Gwynn, good sir.
But this is a Dickensian evening.
Well, I don't think you'll find anybody complaining.
Yes, you're quite right. You look wonderful. We ought to charge admission just to see you.
Oh, thanks. Perhaps I could charge £1 a kiss. That might bring the money rolling in, eh, Seth?
I don't think we need resort to that sort of thing.
Well, as long as we all remember what we're here for. Got to go make another call.
I don't think there's much risk of our forgetting, do you?
Good boy. Yes, you were. Yes. Oh, we've got visitors, Dark Star. And I've a good idea what they want. And it isn't me or you. No.
Hi. Is it possible for the kids to see Samson? If there's any trouble, we understand.
I'm sure he'd be delighted.
Oh, thanks.
Where have you been, then?
Been to see a pantomime in Kelthwaite.
Oh, no, we haven't.
Oh, yes, we have.
Mum, have you seen my skiing jacket anywhere?
Try the box marked Jessica's clothes.
Oh, yeah, I never thought about that.
First thing in the morning, then. And don't let me down.
We'll do what's best, that's all we can do.
You on your own?
What do you want?
I have to know what your intentions are.
I've already told you. I want you punished for what you tried to do to Michael.
We can both get into serious trouble if you do anything foolish.
Me do anything foolish? The worst thing I ever did was to get involved with you. Now just go home.
Not until you tell me what you intend on doing.
Keep your voice down. Alice is asleep. Now you've woken her. You stupid man.
You look fabulous. Thank you. Now, you're not going to go running away, you know.
Not going right well, is it, Mr. Turner?
Well, the night's young yet, Seth. Don't worry.
I can't help worrying. It's my prostrate problem. You think on it as if it were your problem. You'll be worried.
Yes, I do sympathise, Seth. I'm glad I don't have any problems in that department.
Oh, well, I'm surprised about that, you know, because you're not that much younger than me. I reckon it'll only be a matter of time.
Yes, that's enough, Seth. That's enough food for thought.
Oh, and that's another thing. Why aren't you selling food to raise funds?
I think you can rely on me to maximise the fundraising. The people will come flooding in for the Dickensian reading.
More likely to see Shirley in that blousy coat.
Oh. Ah, there you are, you see. Good evening, gentlemen.
Evening.
Now then, lads. Be honest. What's brought you in here? Mr. Turner's reading news at where Shirley's dressed.
I think this couple are more likely to be interested in Dickens than busty barmaids.
Don't rise to it. Look, Archie, it's Zoe that's getting at us. You've got to tell people.
Yeah, no, let's just leave it for now, shall we?
But I could lose Alice over this. Zoe is an adult. Alice is a child. These rumours could ruin her life. You've got to do something about it.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, if I might just have your attention for a moment, I would just like to say a few words about the focus of this evening before I actually start on the reading.
You've hardly got anybody in, and now you're chancing driving them out who are in.
Just leave it to me, will you, Seth?
If Archie had kept his promise and put me that pantomime on, we wouldn't have to put up with all this nonsense.
This is not nonsense, it's culture, and try and show a little gratitude.
Gratitude? An HS is supposed to look after us from cradle to grave. We shouldn't have to rely on people dressing up and reading boring bits out of old books.
Boring? Dickens.
I blame you for this, Archie. He'd never have thought of this if you weren't to let me down.
Well, at least I'm doing something. Archie just proves that ideas are cheap.
Don't start taking it all out on Archie. It's not his fault he wasn't up to it.
They stick by each other, don't they?
And what do you mean by that, Lynn?
Oh, sorry, Nick. I didn't realise you were so sensitive.
I'm going outside to get some fresh air. I've heard enough of this.
No, Archie, stay.
Oh, look, he's right, innit? I did let him down.
Oh, Seth, tell Archie you were joking. Go
Oh,
on.
Nick, just shut up, will you?
I'm only stating facts, lad.
Please, let's just settle down. Show a bit of seasonal goodwill.
You're right there, Mr. Turner. Your heart's probably in right place, even though you do look a bit of a prat.
Seth, I realise you're under a bit of a strain at the moment, but don't push it.
You shouldn't have had a go at him, Seth.
Oh, give over, Nick. Archie knows me well enough. I was just winding him up.
Yeah, well, he's taken it fairly seriously, hasn't he?
I think I'll chance another.
You're not doing yourself any favours by demonstrating that your condition hasn't diminished your capacity for downing ale.
I take that very personally.
That's the way it was meant.
Take me custom somewhere else.
And your prostate problem?
Alan, I didn't mean that, Seth.
You are looking very well, though, Seth. Are you sure you're not just making all this up to get beer money?
What do you know about it? I bet you ain't even got a prostrate gland, so mind your own business.
Seth, how dare you speak to a customer of mine like that? Apologise at once.
I won't.
Well, you won't get another pint in this pub until you do.
Well, that don't bother me much, to be honest. I'll make my way to Motorville. They're having a karaoke night for me there tonight. They'll be shoulder to shoulder, standing room only.
You are manipulative, ungrateful, rude, crude, ignorant. Oh, just get out, Seth.
I will. And it's a far, far better thing I do than I've ever done before. Sydney cartoon, Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens.
If I never see that man again, it'll be too soon.
Where are the papers to do with the Roman bracelet?
You honestly think I'm going to tell you, do you?
I'll find them eventually.
Oh, no, you won't. Have you been going through my things? Now, you just stay here until I come back. I want to see what sort of mess you've made.
Give me those papers or you will regret it.
Stay here until I come back.
Sorry to invade you like this.
Oh, don't apologise. Glad of the company, to be honest. I mean, I love the horses, but it's a bit of a one-way conversation.
It's nothing to do with me, but, well, is there nobody? Husband, boyfriend?
Divorced. I'm not sure I want to be, especially this time of year.
See why it's called Samson?
Oh, no. According to Seth, it's because his owner was a Steptoe & Son fan. And being a rag and bone man.
But it wasn't Samson, though. What was it called? Oh, it drives me mad now till I can think of it.
Archie! Archie! Hang on a minute!
Have you packed your sunblock, Ma?
Yes, don't worry. What's that?
Look out!
I don't know. Speak to me! Where are you? Donna! Ellie, can you hear me? Speak!
Come on. Now go and phone the fire brigade from the car.
Let go of me!
Go and phone the fire brigade! Go! There's a hose pipe over there. See if we can get it going. Get yourselves and Samson well away from the fire!
Oh, take the horse right away. Go, quick! Stop!
It's no good, the tap's gone. This bit will be all right, though. Damn it. See if you can make it work from that tap by the trough.
Fire brigade's on the way!
It's raining flowers.
The phone's gone dead. God, I'm scared.
The
things not knowing what's happened. Now, there's got to be a rational explanation. What? I'm going to have to go and find out.
Oh, don't go until we know what's happening.
Whatever it is, Mum, I think it's happened.
If you're going, we're coming with you.
Throw some water over it. Tim, get the stuff out of the car.
Well, what about the horses?
There's nothing we can do.
We can't just leave them. Dark Star's in there.
We've got to be practical. You get the stuff out of the caravan. The second it gets too hot, you get out and stay up. You don't enter the village to see what's happened.
Just what could have happened?
I don't know. Have you fixed that hose pipe? No!
We need you here.
I'll get back as soon as I can. Something big's happened down there, and Chris and Zoe are in the village. Don't you take any chances. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Archie! Oh, oh. Archie! 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 Where are you?
What the hell was it?
I don't know, but it's missed us. Is Robert all right?
He slept through it all. The phone's still not working.
Better get down there, see if I can do anything.
All right, but be careful.
Yeah, don't worry, I won't be too long.
I just hope Joe got your mum and Leonard to the airport all right.
Yeah. Oh, they'll be miles away by now.
Take care.
Archie!
Anything else?
Anything you can find.
Shirley? Shirley, you all right? You all right, darling?
Here, Alan. All right. I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm all right. You all right?
Yeah.
Oh, God. What happened?
Put that out. There might be gas.
What, is that what it is, a gas explosion?
I don't know, Alan, but whatever it is, it's big. There are fires all over the place and no power anywhere.
Dad!
So,
There might be people unconscious.
Here.
where's Chris?
Ambulance. Call the ambulance.
The wine bar, haven't you seen him?
Don't worry, I'll find him. Are you all right?
Yeah, I was on the phone when it happened.
I don't know. Something hit Kim's stable, set them on fire. Then it rained flowers, but there's fires and destruction everywhere. We need to call the emergency services.
It's no good, Frank. It's dead.
I'll call from the car.
What are we going to do? It's nearly empty.
Okay, I'm nearly there.
Now watch.
I've contacted the emergency services. They don't seem to know what's happened either. But like I said, the situation is serious.
Well, the wine bar's gone. What do we do now?
If there are injured and dead animals, we have to assume there are injured people.
Peter, I've got to get home to Peter.
Just take your time. You've got a bad cut.
I suggest we form search parties. Stay in pairs and look around the village.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We'll meet back here in, say, half an hour.
But please, be careful. We don't know what we're dealing with out there.
Well, if it's not just this place, but the whole village and beyond, God knows how extensive it is. Suppose it's the county, the country. It could be war.
I'm sure it's not as serious as that.
You've just said yourself that you haven't got a clue what it is.
It couldn't be that. Wars don't happen like this.
And in the meantime, we must stay calm. There are people out there who need our help.
But don't take any chances. We don't know how badly the buildings have been damaged.
I've got to go. I've left Peter at home with a babysitter.
You can't go out like that. That cut needs dressing.
I've got to get back to the stables. Now, when Chris turns up, you stick together.
Right. Be careful.
Archie! Archie! Anybody!
That's the lot.
Look, are you sure that you want to come with me?
Yes, we can help you.
If there are fires, there are bound to be people burned. Badly burned. Be prepared.
can't go back in there. It's not worth it, Kim.
Still some last stuff in there.
The gas cylinder, run! Run, everybody, run! Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm just confused, that's all.
Aren't we all? Have you seen Chris?
No, he's over in Skipdale as far as I know. Does no one have a clue what's happened? Nothing on the news or anything?
No, Rachel. Look, I've got to get back to Kim. The stables are on fire. You go down to the wall pack and stay with Zoe, okay?
Right.
Hang on.
I must get home. I must find Peter.
Lynn, just take your time. Peter will be fine.
But what's happened? Who knows who's injured?
Have you seen Elizabeth?
I've got to go.
You're not in a... I better go with her. If Dad or Chris ask, tell them I'll be back soon, please.
Yeah, sure. Don't worry.
Oh, good old friend. Oh, you can get him down.
Sitting down. Oh, are you all right, Alan?
Yeah, I'm fine.
So?
Well, the damage out there is so indiscriminate. And I'd have thought if it had been a gas main or something, it would have blown up a whole street or a whole area, but there are fires everywhere, all over the village, outside the village, all over the place.
Well, did you see anybody else out there?
Yeah. Yes, people have been killed. It's a terrible sight. And the wine bar's a dreadful mess.
Oh, God. Any sign of Seth?
Has anybody seen my wife, Elizabeth Pollard? Come on, Eric. Eric. Come and sit down.
Yeah.
We've got people out looking. Come on, there you are. I'd better get back to the wine bar and see if there's anybody left.
Right. Oh, what about giving people drinks?
Yes, all right, but make a note of anything dispensed.
All right. Hey, you take care of yourself.
Has anybody seen my wife, Elizabeth Pollard?
Just take a minute, Eric? Huh? We're trying to sort things out.
I've got to get home, make sure Peter's all right. Dad mentioned something about a gas leak, but he's only guessing. I know, I've just seen him. Have you seen Josh? Josh? Yeah, he was going to meet us in the pub. No, I haven't, but what about Chris? He's over in Skipdale as far as I know. Look, where are you going now? Lynn's worried to death about Peter. I've got to catch up with her. I'll see you in the wall pack. Let's just hope you find out what's happening soon.
Ma. Leonard.
Be all right. Please, God, be all right.
Skipdale Bridge is down. I waded across. What the hell is going on?
I wish we knew. Could the fire brigade get across that bridge?
No chance. I couldn't get my car across, and there's a burst water main next to it. It's a real mess.
Damn, that means they've got to go through Kelsway. There's a 45-minute diversion at least. We've got to get that bridge operable. What's happened, Frank?
A gas explosion or something?
All we know is we're in a hell of a mess. I contacted the emergency services before the mobile network jammed. There's no power, the phones are out, and Josh just told me the Skipdale Bridge is down. We're in trouble.
Many injuries?
We've organised search parties.
Is Kathy all right?
Yeah, she's in the wall pack. What would help at the moment is light. Jack, can you organise cars either end of the high street to shine their headlights?
Yeah, I came down to help.
But make sure they keep their engines running. Shifting cars with flat batteries are going to add to our troubles. I'll call the fire brigade again and tell them about the fallen bridge.
There's someone over there.
Where are the injured? There's one here. The rest are in the wall pack.
Right, Luke, go to the post office. Get as much medical supplies as you can.
I'll go with him just in case.
Right, Jessica, go to the wallpack. Wait for me there.
That bridge is going to be a real problem.
Well, look, I've got a tractor in the adjoining field. Would that be any help?
The bridge is badly damaged. I don't know.
Everything's going to have to be diverted down the back road to Robertsfield. That's another 45 minutes on the journey, isn't it?
Oh, that road's blocked anyway, Frank, because of the water main work. It'll take a lot longer. They'll have to go through Connelton.
Damn it. We're going to have to do something about that bridge.
Well, let's go and have a look.
Right. I think I know what to do. Josh, you organise the car headlights instead of Jack.
Sure.
Come on, we'll use my car.
Oh, give over, Frank. This is the time when you need a real one. We'll use mine.
You take mine, Josh.
Okay.
You did your best, Vic.
If only the fire brigade had got here.
It wasn't your fault. Oh, those poor horses.
Hercules.
What?
Steptoe's horse. I was just thinking about one of the labours of Hercules. Impossible task of cleaning out some stables. He diverted a river. We'd have had to have done something like that to save this lot.
You amaze me at times. What made you think of that?
I know. Just remembered it from school. God knows why.
Hutchinson's, Jack and Kay Maguire, Mary and Jimmy Baldwin, Nick and Alice Bates, Archie Brooks, Christopher Tate, and Elizabeth Pollard, all unaccounted for.
And what about Seth?
Yes, I suppose I'd better add him to the list.
Oh, dear.
Don't you think you ought to go and get changed?
Don't you think we both should?
Oh, God, Elizabeth, where are you?
Maybe best if you went home and waited for her there.
Yeah, it could be right. Come back if you need us, Harry.
Yes, I can.
He's acting a bit odd.
It's a bit hard, isn't it? Under very odd circumstances.
Where's Mark?
Need to get more stuff.
Let me see.
Oh, well done, son. You've done very, very well indeed. Let's get these candles out on the bar. I'm pretty certain there's not been a gas leak here.
Yes, me too. It's worth the risk to get some decent light in here.
The Windsors weren't around, by the way. There's no sign of them.
Well, how come you got this stuff then?
I broke in. I had to. I've left it secure. I list everything I've taken, and I've signed a note to explain.
Yeah, you've done well, son. I think you'd better add the Windsors to your list, Alan.
Yes, perhaps you're right.
What do you think? Can you think of an alternative?
No.
Let's get on with it.
I've been looking forward to this for ages.
Right, concrete pipes first.
Right.
Thank God you're all right.
What's happened to you?
I had to wait across the river. Skipdale Bridge is down. Frank and Jack have gone to see if they can do something about it. Frank said he had an idea.
It's a nightmare, isn't it?
It's a hell of a night to decide to leave your husband.
Oh, here, Josh, please.
You have told Christopher, haven't you?
No, but I left him a note. He'll get it as soon as he comes home. I can't help wondering.
Wonder what? Please don't say you change your mind now. I love you, Kathy.
I'm not changing my mind, and I love you. It's just that We don't know what's happening. Everything. Just thank God the babysitter came out of the house to see what the noise was. If she stayed inside, I'd have gone up with it.
Oh, my God. You could have been killed.
We're going to fill in the gap with the water pipe. Can you give us as much light as possible? I'll get another one. Right.
It's all right, darling. It's all right. Mummy's here. Everything's going to be all right now.
Come on, Lynn. We can't stay here. I've got nowhere to go. I've lost everything.
I don't reckon there's any chance of saving anything now.
No. Look, we're going to get back to the village. See if anyone there knows what's happened.
Thanks for your help anyway. Get Kelly and Donna in the car, Scott.
I don't suppose any of this is worth keeping.
Come on, son.
What's that?
It's a rosette. I won it on Dark Star. It was my horse.
Was he in the stable?
Yeah. And the rest. I suppose I'll have to phone all the other owners. Tell them what's happened to their horses.
No one's going to blame you, Kim.
Mum, are you all right?
Anna, what is it? What's wrong?
What is it?
No. Stay there.
All right. Alan, the torch. Luke, Do you think you could get something to block up those windows with? I mean, there's loads of things in the yards that may do.
Yeah, sure.
Good lad. Come on, Jessica, see what we can do here. Stop worrying, it'll be all right.
I counted 6. There are probably a lot more scattered about. You were all right.
He could have been killed. He's gonna be all right, Lynn. But maybe we should try and get you both to a doctor. He's been up all night. Best thing now is that he gets some sleep.
Lynn, shall I carry Peter for you?
No!
Okay.
Okay, whatever you say. But at least let's try and find a doctor.
Dr. McAllister's at the Woolpack. You know the new family that's moved in?
At least someone might have some idea of what's going on there.
What am I going to do, Kathy? I don't know, Lynn. I guess we've got to take one step at a time. Well, at least we're all still alive. That's something to be thankful for.
Been looking for you. You need to open the shop up. Looks like a plane's come down on the village.
How bad is it?
No one knows yet, but it doesn't look good. This is just part of it. There's houses gone, people killed.
Well, what can we do to help?
I broke into the shop.
What?
They need food, tea, medical supplies, anything. I couldn't get into the storeroom, though.
Okay, I'll see what we got.
Thanks. I'm going back to see if there's anything else.
I'll go too, see if I can help her. There's nothing to keep me here.
What's keeping them? Come on, you lot!
But we don't want to leave Samson.
Look, I know how you feel, but there's people to be cared for, and that's got to be more important.
Listen, love, that animal's got more of a survival instinct than the rest of us put together. It'll be all right, I promise you.
Has anybody seen anything of Seth since he left here? Oh, Frank, you haven't seen Seth, have you?
No.
Well, maybe he's gone to a malt shop.
Well, he's not there now. Place was empty when I passed.
I'm just trying to make a list of everybody who's still missing.
Good idea. If we can organise a list for the emergency service, it'll give them some idea how many people they're searching for. I'll leave that to you. Right. What chances are there of any survivors from the plane itself?
Depends from how high it came down.
If it had just taken off from Leeds Blackford, it would still be ascending.
Yeah, but this came down from much higher by the look of things, 30,000 feet or more, a big jet. In which case, I don't think there's any chance of anyone surviving it.
Be a lot of bodies out there.
Yeah. Well, I'm afraid they're going to have to stay where they've fallen. There's going to be an investigation after something like this. They're going to have to learn exactly what's happened.
So we've got to live with that on our doorsteps? It's horrible.
We've got to worry about the living, not the dead. We've got to organise as much as we possibly can.
Do you want to use the woolpackers base?
It's not big enough. Primary school would be your best bet, I think.
I'll see if I can raise the caretaker, Mr. Derry. Get it opened up.
Yeah, and we're going to need a command centre for when the emergency services are here. What about the church hall? Should we ask the vicar?
No, we don't have a vicar since Mr. Hinton retired. Team ministry. Reverend Mr. Jackson comes to Beckendale every third week.
I'm sure somebody from the plague group would have the keys.
I'll get that sorted out at the same time. I think we ought to get changed first.
What are we going to need to deal with the injured?
Right. Now, first of all, we need mobile phones while we can still use them. Tea, coffee, and any medical supplies.
Well, I'll get Shirley to call in on Mrs. Benson on her way. I'm sure the WI could help in those.
They'll probably need people with local knowledge to help with the search too, so try and organise that. I better get back to the bridge, see how long it's going to be before the emergency services get through and take over. Are you all right?
Yeah. It's all gone, Frank. Stables, horses. Lost everything.
I'm sorry.
Dark Star's dead.
Look, Kim.
Go on, Frank. There's things to do. You always were good in a crisis.
Are you all right?
Dr. McAllister! Yeah. Lynn's pretty badly shaken up. Anything you can give her, please?
I'll go and have a look at her, okay.
Have you seen Chris?
No. Have you?
No.
Oh, he'll be all right. He can look after himself. He's probably helping out somewhere.
Yeah, maybe.
Might be up at the bridge. I'm on my way there now.
Let's hope so.
Okay. I'll see you later.
Good luck.
Has anyone seen Elizabeth?
When you were so long.
You heard what's happened?
Do you think Joe's car was caught in it? It should have been back by now.
Oh, they'd have been long gone.
Well, they wouldn't let planes take off while all this was going on, would they?
Well, in that case, him and Ma and Leonard are sat in the airport lounge wondering if we're all right.
Ma? Ma! Oh, thank God you're alive. Now, look, someone will find us soon, and then we'll get you out, okay? You've just got to hang on, though. Ma, you've just got to hang on. I mean, come on. If anyone can, you can. I mean, who is it that's kept me going all these years, eh? It's you, Ma. Far back as I can remember. Me and Jack, kids, scrapping. But who was the one who could sort us out, eh? You. Of course, Jack was always the clever one, and that didn't matter to you, though. Nothing you can't achieve if you put your mind to it, Joe. That's what you said. You've always been there for me, Ma. Like when things went wrong with me and Kate. You were there, Ma. Oh. Ah. Rachel haven't done too bad either, have they? That's thanks to you, Ma. Guess we all owe you a lot of thanks. Me and Jack, Matt, Dolly. We've all had our fair share of troubles. Even poor Jackie. But you've always been there for us. Keeping the family together. The farm. You always put us first, haven't you? That's why you deserve your happiness now. I mean, you and Leonard, you can do anything you want now, can't you? You can go anywhere. See all the sights you want to see. That's the way it should be. Isn't it? You deserve your happiness. You just gotta hang on, eh? Can you hear me, Ma? You just gotta hang on. We all have. We all have to hang on.
We got the pipes in place. We're putting rubble in them to stop them rolling.
Should do the trick.
Then you lay steel road sheets over the top.
That's the theory.
Think it'll hold?
Looks like they're ready for you, Jack.
Haven't you any idea where Chris might be?
Not really.
Well, you were expecting him home yesterday evening.
Zoe, I don't know.
You must have spoken before you went out. What were his plans for the day? I mean, I thought
Look, we didn't discuss it, okay? Chris has got a lot on his plate at the moment, what with starting up the new business and everything. We don't tie each other down too much. It's not that kind of relationship.
Looks like he hasn't got a care in the world.
Doesn't really understand what's happened. Quite glad, really.
No point us both worrying. I suppose the insurance will cover you.
I hope so. You never really read the small print till it matters.
And money can't replace your dreams, can it? I was so determined to go it alone. I was going to prove something. To myself more than anyone, I suppose. Oh, I knew it'd be a struggle. But I was ready for that. I thought I was ready for anything.
What's the matter, Alan?
I'm going to have to post Seth Armstrong as missing.
This house has been completely demolished.
Has nobody seen him since he left here? We'll have to assume he went home.
Seth.
Worst part of it is we parted on such bad terms. It was silly, really. I mean, he just got everything all wrong. You know what a cantankerous old devil he is. Was. I just can't imagine this place without him. I'm so sorry. I've got things to do.
I think he'd rather be on his own for a bit, Kim. But there's plenty of people out there need help if you feel up to it.
Probably the best thing for me at the moment.
Just do this, and then we'll get you down to the hospital later, okay? Are you feeling all right, yeah?
Have you seen her? Elizabeth? Come. Have you seen her? Elizabeth!
I'm sorry.
I shouldn't have done it.
What?
Leave him, Viv.
But he needs help.
He's in shock, right? What he needs is a doctor. Bernard will get to him when he can.
That was where it all went wrong.
Sorry, did you say something?
Have you seen her? Elizabeth, my wife.
No, I don't think so.
She's gone.
Hang on a minute. Okay, we'll get you to the hospital as soon as we can. Just sit there quiet for a bit. Wait.
Elizabeth's gone.
Yes, I know, you said that. Look, come on. I think you better have a sit down and I'll go and get you a cup of tea, okay?
I've got to go and find her.
Bernard! Yeah, I'll be there. I'm just coming.
Did it! We all did it! We couldn't have done it though without Jack and his tractor. I was you that worked out what to do, Frank.
So we all deserve a pat on the back for once, because we'd never have known what had happened if Josh hadn't warned us. Let's hope it's bought enough time to save a few lives.
And they say they saw Nick and Archie on the moors.
That's what they said.
Did they mention Alice?
Nick's little girl. No, they didn't. Surely they would have noticed a child out at that time of night. Nobody seems to know where Mark is either.
So, the list of the missing now reads Seth, Elizabeth, Jess and Margaret Hutchison, Nick, Archie, Mark, and Alice.
Someone's bound to come along and look for us. And they'll get you out, okay, Ma? Just gotta hang on a little bit longer, though.
Ma, there's people up there looking for us. I told you it was going to be all right, didn't I? Hello, we're down here!
I reckon we've done all we can here. Better get back to the village. You want a lift?
That's okay, Frank. I think I'll take my own car. Thanks.
Bye.
I'll see you there.
Bye.
We should be getting back to the farm, see how Robert is. I've left him with Jeff.
Yeah, Joe should be back soon. We got to know if Ma and Leonard got off all right.
Look at Ma, they can't hear me. I'm going to have to go up to the road and stop someone. Okay? I'm going for help, won't be long.
What is it? Oh, boy. Is there something down there?
Help.
Chris!
We tried to get all the injured into the school hall. Bernard McAllister's doing his best, but it's far too much for one man.
It's not just the injured. There are so many people in shock. Some of the stories are horrific. Bodies coming down like rain.
Yeah, well, with a bit of luck, the emergency services should be there. At least they're trained to deal with this sort of thing. Shh.
Quiet a minute. What's that? Listen.
It's coming from the car park.
Come on, someone's in trouble
No,
out
no,
there.
you'll have to go out this way. It's all blocked up back there.
I can't shift it, Chris.
Kathy. I need a...
What's going on?
Over here, it's Chris. He's trapped.
Frank, take it easy. What are you talking about? There's a hell of a weight on him there. If that lot shifts, it could crush him. We can't just do nothing.
No, we'll just take it a brick at a time. We don't want to dislodge him.
Right, okay. Chris, can you hear me?
Yeah.
We're going to get you out of there, son. Don't worry.
Get Kathy.
I'm here, Chris.
Stay with me, Kathy.
Yeah, of course.
There is Zoe Tate here.
Yes, here.
The Wonder Oak Tree Farm.
I can't come now. My brother's trapped in there.
I'm sorry.
What's the problem?
The cow shed was hit. It's not the dead. Some of the cows were badly burned. The farm wants to know if there's anything to be done for them, or if you should put them out of their misery. I always thought farming was just another business. But the bloke's in tears.
Yeah, Ted Barker was always a good cowman.
You better go, Zoe. Don't worry about Chris. I'll look after him.
Yeah, okay. There's not much I can do to help here. Dad, does Kathy know that Nick's still missing? Well, someone has got to tell her.
Not yet. She's got enough to worry about. I'll find them. Luke.
Yeah?
Can you see if you can get one of those fire crews over here? We need them to help free Chris.
On my way.
Help's on its way, son. You just have to hang on until he gets here. Are you in much pain?
It's pretty bad. My legs. But I'll get through it.
Don't try and talk too much. Just save your strength.
You'll need to talk to the emergency planning officer. That's him, over there. It's his job to coordinate the emergency services.
Right.
Drink.
Up, Bernard. Is this okay?
Yes. Yes, yes. You've done a very good job. You make a great nurse.
Might be needing a new profession after what's happened to the stables.
Oh, great. Just what we need.
Just about cleaned the storeroom out, so you can tell young Luke there'll be no point in breaking in again.
Right.
Are you all right?
Are you looking for me?
Sorry?
I'm Eric Pollard. Elizabeth's my wife. Did you talk to her?
No, we've not really talked to anyone yet, sir.
Would you know where she is?
Look, I'm really sorry, sir, but we've just got here and we've got a job to do and we've got to get on with it. I hope you find her.
Where the hell's that fire crew? They should have been here by now.
Frank, we've got to be patient. How are you feeling, Chris?
No worse. At least this is something you can't blame on my DIY.
Where are they?
I'm sorry, they can't send anyone yet.
What are you talking about? That's my son down there. He could die if he doesn't get help soon. They've got to send someone.
Mr. Tate, every case is someone's son or father or mother.
Yeah, right. I'm sorry. It's just...
No, I know. I understand perfectly. That's why I'm here.
All right. What, do you think we can get him out between us?
No, it's too risky. We'd better wait for the paramedics. The only thing we can do is try and relieve the pressure on his back and legs.
We've tried. We just can't shift anymore. Hang on. Someone get a rope. Elizabeth!
I hope this is going to work.
It's got to.
Okay, Frank, let's do it!
Come on, boy. You can do it. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Yeah!
It's okay, Chris. It's gonna be okay.
How you feeling now, son?
Bit groggy still. Glad to be out. So scared, didn't they? I thought I was going to die.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. The rescue helicopter will be here soon. They'll get you to hospital. You'll soon be on the mend.
Stupid, isn't it? Looking back, something like this puts it all in perspective. You could make up all the plans in the world and then...
Don't try and talk too much. Just rest.
I was lying there, underneath the rubble. I thought it was all over. Thought I wasn't going to see daylight again. Never see you again.
I'm here, Chris. I'm here.
Roger, clear. Clear to the left, Roger, tree slightly higher on the left. Left, down, leave fire on it, every 5 yards, Roger, easy, steady, that's good, that's fine, good height, yeah, happy with that, there's the road
Eric? Come on, mate. You're just upsetting yourself out here. Come back with me.
I've got to find Elizabeth.
I bet she'll be up the schoolhouse by now. She'll probably be looking for you all night, too. Come on, Eric. I'll give you a lift home.
It's true, you know. Your whole life just goes through your head at a time like that. Except it doesn't go in a flash. You keep going over the mistakes you made. That's what I was doing. Lying in the dark. Remembering how things were between us and knowing it was all my fault. I've always been too possessive with you, haven't I? I couldn't bear the thought of you being involved with someone else. Even Lynn. Tried to make things awkward for you. Resented your friendship. Just wanted you for myself. I always went the wrong way about it. I said things I should have said. Should have done. Worst part of it was, I thought I'd lost my chance.
You don't have to say any of this, Chris.
I do. Because now I've got that chance again. I'm not going to waste it. Everything will be just like you've always wanted. I can promise you that. All you've got to promise is 'Cause you won't leave me. I couldn't take it after this.
Well, obviously, Chris is in capable hands. Maybe we should see if we can help out anywhere else.
Yeah. Good idea.
I'll see if I can hurry that rescue crew along. Can I give you a lift somewhere?
No. Something I gotta sort out.
Morning, Jack. I'm afraid I can't offer you tea. You've got to pack up now.
What's going on?
We've got to be moving out of here. They're going to need it for other things.
What things?
They've got to put the bodies from the plane somewhere. This will be a temporary mortuary.
I was at school here. We did assembly in this hall every morning, singing hymns. All things bright and beautiful. What's all this?
It's just stuff people have found. Junk, mainly. We've got to get it all bagged up.
Do you know who brought this in?
Afraid not. It's been bedlam in here all night.
It was Mars. She give it to Mark.
When a passenger jet
Let's go.
en route to Canada from visiting Europe crashed from a height of 30,000 feet. All 250 passengers and crew are believed to have been killed, and many Beckendale residents are still missing, believed dead. The cause of the accident is not yet known, but a Department of Transport accident investigation team is currently searching for the aircraft's black box and other evidence. The area has been cordoned off, and the police have issued an emergency number for relatives to call for information.
Mr. Sugden, I'm afraid we've got some bad news. Mr. Kempinski, we were too late. I'm sorry.
And my mother?
She's still hanging on. She's got a lot of spirit, that lady.
There's something funny going on here. That's not the rescue team, is it? Oi! Hey, you! You! Clear off! Get out of it! Flaming looters!
You can make a positive identification, can you, sir?
It's Mark. Mark Hughes. Goodbye, Mark.
Joe? Martin Leonard.
I'm sorry, madam, you can't go in there.
What?
This area is being sealed off. We're setting up a temporary mortuary here.
I see.
I know it's going to be inconvenient for people in the village, but we've got to do something to keep out the sightseers and looters.
Sightseers?
Apparently the roads up here have been jammed since the people heard about it. I'm sorry.
You've been given your marching orders too?
Yeah. We're going to start a new suiting up in the village hall.
I'd say I'm sorry. Not sure I've got the stomach for working amongst all those bodies. Time for the professionals to take over, I guess.
We're all very grateful for that bridge. You did a fine job.
It wasn't just me.
Yeah, well, you all deserve a pat on the back. But we're here now, so it's best we take over. I suggest you go and get some sleep. You look like you could do with it.
Yeah, later, maybe. All this is over, I've got a few more things to sort out.
Right, I'll catch up with you then.
Can you please tell him who I am? Are you Kathy Tate?
No, that's Kathy. Her husband's badly injured. He's got to be taken to hospital. What's the problem?
I caught this man breaking into Mill Cottage.
I think there's been some mistake. I can vouch for him. He was a friend of the family.
Who might you be?
The local vet.
You go with him, Kathy. I'll follow later. Do you want to go with him?
I'll catch him later. I think I ought to go and search for Archie. He's still missing, you know. Have you told Kathy about Nick yet?
You haven't seen Frank, have you?
No, I haven't.
You just missed him. He was here a few minutes ago. Oh, thanks. What do you want Frank for? I just wanted to thank him for all his help. Of course. I could use a bit of help myself. It's not easy when you've lost everything, is it? Well, we're luckier than some. At least we're alive.
Looks peaceful enough now.
He's been sedated.
Any word from the doctors?
Oh, they've taken a lot of tests. Got to wait for the results. They didn't seem too optimistic.
You know what doctors are like. Always gloomy. They're just covering themselves. He's a Tate. A fighter. He'll get through it.
I hope so, Frank.
Look, Kath, I'm not a fool. I know things haven't been working out between you and Chris. It's all right.
I'm not asking you to talk to me about it. When father-in-laws interfere, it can only make things worse. I'm sure you two are quite capable of sorting out between you. Every marriage goes through a bad patch, sooner or later. I should know that more than most. But when you're caught up with something like this, it makes you realize what's really important. It's certainly done that with me. Some people are just made for each other, I guess. However much they fight. That's why I know you and Chris will get through all this. Come through the other side even stronger. It's not going to be easy. And he's going to need all the help he can get from you. Like I say, I don't want to interfere, but if you ever want to talk or if there's anything I can do, you just have to ask.
Thanks, Frank. I know that. What I'd really like is just to be left alone with Chris for a while, if that's all right.
Of course.
Can you find out if there's any news of Nick?
I'll come back later.
Christopher?
Oh, we're no better. We've had his test results. At least he's asleep now, so he's not in any more pain. Jack, I'm sorry to hear about Mark. How's Joe? Your mum?
Joe's okay. They're just patching him up. But,
Yeah, I've heard about Leonard. I'm sorry. At least your mum's still holding on.
well, she hasn't regained consciousness yet, but she's still alive. That's the main thing.
I know it sounds trite, but where there's life, there's hope. We just got to keep telling ourselves that.
You know, what I can't get over is I was working on the bridge just round the corner from them. I must have driven past twice. If only I'd seen them earlier.
Yeah, I've been through the same thing about Christopher. Thinking about him lying under all that rubber behind the wall pack. Only I'd seen him earlier, but we all did the best we could, Jack. There's no point in thinking about what might have happened. We just got to cope with it the way it is.
I haven't told Joe about Mark yet.
Long John Silver, eh?
Yeah. All I need's a ruddy parrot.
Yeah, well, I feel as sick as one.
Well, I better be going. Good luck.
Yeah, and you. How long are you going to be on them for?
A few weeks, I said.
Anything to skive off work, eh?
Yeah, something like that. How is she?
I don't know. They've got her all wired up to these machines. There's not even a flicker to show she knows what's happening. The doctors and the nurses are all trying to be kind, but I just wish she knew we were here.
She knows, Jack. Family's always come first with Ma, so we're going to be there for her, okay? Let's go and see her.
Okay, Joe. But there's something I've got to tell you first.
So Chris has been found. You all right, Zoe?
Not really. I'm trying to find Archie. I guess I'll have to check up at the school hall, but I'm not really looking forward to it.
If you want some support, I'll come with you.
Thanks.
Zoe,
I know you probably blame me for what happened between me and your father. But I think at a time like this, we ought to forget all that and just try and help each other. It's going to be hard enough to get through without fighting amongst ourselves.
Yeah. Have either of you seen Nick or Alice?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Look, come with us. They might have some news at the school. How did you get through?
Oh, with great difficulty.
Bernard's gone to the hospital. It doesn't look like there'll be any survivors from the plane, so he'll be more use up there.
Well, I don't suppose there was ever really much chance, you know, falling from that height.
They're, bringing the first bodies up to the school.
Would one of you like to come up there with me? Got to find Elizabeth.
Well, let's hope she's not there, eh? But yeah, I'll come up with you, you know, set your mind at rest.
Excuse me, sir. You shouldn't have moved that, sir. Those are our orders. It's evidence. Nothing's to be disturbed.
This isn't evidence. It's a baby. And after what we've been through, I don't give a damn about your orders, your procedures, your rules, or your regulations. It's a baby. And it's entitled to be laid to rest with a bit of dignity. Not left dangling like some discarded toy. So get out of my way.
How are things at the hospital?
They're starting to settle down a bit. They're not expecting many more casualties in.
They can't tell that. Not in a situation like this.
Disaster response has come on a long way since Hillsborough and Zeebrugge and Lockerbie. The lessons have been learned.
Except how to stop them happening.
Yeah, well, don't suppose they can ever do that. The control units are all in place now. The emergency planning officer's organising everything. They'll soon get the situation back to normal. As normal as it ever can be.
Do you have to go back later?
No. They've got staff up there. Police have sent a hospital documentation team up. No, now it's down to the EPO and his teams to sort out this mess. Nobody envies on that job.
I'm proud of what you did anyway.
Thanks. This isn't the end of it for the village. This is just the beginning. And we're all going to have to learn to come to terms with it. And that could prove a lot harder. Yes. Catching up on me a bit, I guess.
It's understandable. Probably best to let it end.
I think I better be going. To search for Archie.
Oh, yeah. Good luck.
I'll see you later, Dad.
Yeah, I'll see you.
You look done in.
Oh, I'll be okay. It's been one hell of a year, hasn't it, Kim? Since we split up.
Yeah. I don't think I'd ever want to go through all that again.
Still, look on the bright side. Next one can only be an improvement.
I think things have started to get better for me already.
Now, there's a coincidence. I was just thinking the same thing myself.
I'll take you home, Frank.